Hello, it's Steve from the Cryptozoology Paranormal Museum. Just leaving Medoc Mountain State Park, came down here. Believe it or not, there's a ton of people down here doing the Bigfooting thing. Matter of fact, I'll pull out this way. But it's funny how almost every one of these, of our regulars, have signage all over their vehicles. Johnny was just down here. We have the family that had all the stuff in there. I'm going to show you. This is Frank's vehicle. He's probably having lunch in here, and don't mind me, I don't have my regular tripod mount here. I'm literally using the tripod stick here to do this, so it's kind of hokey. Usually I have the beanbag thing that mounts on the dashboard. So it's going to be a short video as I head back. Actually, I have a problem in town. Someone's locked our gate. We have the daisy chain of locks, and someone always eventually decides the town doesn't need access to their own facility, so I have to go back with a grinder and cut the locks off. Just typical silliness we got to deal with. I was talking to the family that's camping out here now. It is freaking cold. I came down here. My plan was to might be shaky. I'm trying to hold everything at once. I was going to do a little quick hike. Well, I don't have the right vehicle. I have the Durango now. I'm not driving the Expedition, which has all the equipment in it. So I don't have any of my regular casting equipment or anything like that, or proper clothes as far as a real jacket. So, and it's cold out here. It's got to be maybe in the high 20s. So I'm being a bit of a wuss. So I end up just interviewing people there, not on camera. No one wanted to talk on camera yet. They want to wait till they're done with their camping. They're going to be here till Wednesday. I'm debating whether to get a campsite. Probably grab spot 19 if I can. I can back ride it with a trailer, and maybe I'll spend, probably not tonight, probably tomorrow, because I've got so much stuff going on today. By the time I pack up and get up there, it'll just, you know, basically I'll be getting in real late. I've got a 3 o'clock meeting and 3:30 meeting actually I have to do. But they claim they had something come back into their campsite. Once again, rocks being thrown. They've got their thermal camera. They claim to have gotten something on there. They don't know exactly what. Now, it sounds kind of funny when you have a camera and you don't know what you've got. But these flare scopes are a little tiny screen you got to look at. Just hold up. And you can see stuff on there, but you want to get it up on a laptop and be to zoom in and see what you really have. And that's kind of what the issue is with these. Maybe the fancier ones have a slightly bigger viewing screen. But hopefully they've gotten something good. Johnny, like I said, was down here. He was checking things out. He set up more recorders. Frank's down here. I'm not sure what Frank's doing. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. But it's like Bigfoot Central. I mean, I think there's more people down here doing research and looking into things than there are people just camping. Like I said, it's cold. There's only a couple of tents set up. You've got a couple of, quite a few, well, not quite a few, I guess about 6 campers down there, which are basically, you know, most of these campers are condos on wheels. But you know, I'll see if I do come down, I'll see if I can get a few of them to talk. They're generally kind of confused when you ask them, like, did you have anything weird happen? Did anyone throw rocks at you or anything? And but usually once I pull in, once I have the vehicles with the signage on it and stuff like that, they usually tend to come to us if they had anything, or just even some curious, like, you know, who are you and what do you do, and want to know what all the equipment's all about. But you see I'm heading back to Littleton now, 12 miles. So literally Medoc Mountain is 12 and a half miles south of Littleton, North Carolina, where we're based in the museum. It's a lower spot. The mountain, or peak, whatever you want to call it, at Medoc Mountain State Park is lower than Littleton itself. Littleton is 787 feet above sea level, and the top of the mountain is 600 and something. I'm not sure the exact number off the top of my head. So the surrounding area floods, so you got to be careful when the water comes in. And but it's low. I mean, it's much lower. So that's what I'm saying. I just went down here in town all morning. And don't get me wrong, it's chilly in town and stuff, but it's a lot warmer in town than it is down in the park. But so at least that was a good practice. If I come down here, I'll make sure I bring a load of firewood, and I'll bring lots of sorted clothes. Now the campsites where we get all the activity don't have electric. That's the spot that's down by the area where these things seem to be coming up and into the campsites themselves. So it's like you have the option for an electric heater or, you know, even electric blanket just to make yourself more comfortable at night. Now, a lot of times that I do, I'm pretty bad, especially when I've got a group of other people there. I'll just, 3 in the morning, head home. After I get done doing the investigating, just go to heck. I'm 12 miles away, so I'm 15 minutes from the house. Go back home, sleep in a warm house, take a warm shower, and then just go back in the morning and then redo day 2. And but we'll see what's going on. I mean, it's just been amazing, especially now with the weather change. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Last time I was out there, we got some very impressive bear prints. So the bears are moving around now. I'm sure they're trying to hydrate and put on some weight and eat some calories and stuff. So I'm going to imagine you're going to have some issues with them going through garbage cans and stuff like that. So just if you're heading that way, remember to keep your food away from your tent. You can elevate it if you want. They have some hooks in the thing, but if it's going to be a sacrificial meal, just put it away from you. If they want to take it, let them take it. Most people down here pretty much use canned goods and stuff like that, non-perishable foods. So it's nothing they should smell. And then the garbage cans are far enough away from the campsites, and if they go in that, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. As you can hear, it's kind of windy out, and I'm getting some blast, which definitely doesn't help on a cold day. But anyway, so we're gonna see what happens. I got to make decisions on what I'm going to do with this weather. I'm just, as I get older and wimpier, or just less I want to sit in a tent and freeze. You can only drink so much soup and coffee to keep yourself warm. But it's supposed to be warmer later in the week, and unfortunately, then once I get towards the weekends, I'm back at the museum. If I don't do this, if I don't come down to the park, I have full intention. Actually, my intent was to get on the road today. So if I have to, I'll get on the road and I can grab one of these paranormal spots and do that. I'll make a few phone calls when I get back in town after I get done cutting locks and some of the other silliness I got to do. But once again, we're always asking for ideas. But I hate to walk away when I've got so much activity right in my own backyard. I mean, it's literally I can run back and forth. So I might just come down, and these folks that are down here, they're all very nice, and they're all saying, don't even bother to rent a spot, just, you come and stay at our spot. I usually like to try to get my own spot, plus you want to support the campsites, and you want to support the park itself, and if I can, I'd like to get a couple of spots over from whoever's there. This way we're just covering so much more turf as far as activity. If they're having activity at their site, we can see what I'm having at my site, and vice versa. Here's a location I would love to get into, this old building here. I don't know if I can show you here as I drive by. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you saw it. This is the most impractical way to film, I tell you. Literally, I've got the camera, or the phone mounted to a tripod as I drive. There's another one here. This is the old, this one we know has got activity in it. I'm not even going to try to show you. I'll end up off the road. You're right. I should concentrate on driving instead of pointing out locations here. But you can see, this is, we got some homes in here, but for the most part, this is a wooded area. We're in the middle of nowhere. You do Google Earth, you zoom out, and you can see, you can move from these little tiny towns around here, town to town, pretty much totally hidden in the woods. I mean, especially this time of the year, it'd be pretty easy. I mean, it'd be, still got to worry about trip hazards and old wells and things like that. But at least, the snakes, the spiders, the chiggers, the ticks and stuff aren't so bad now. It's cold, everything's down, and you shouldn't have the issues you normally have. You do have the hunters out now, so you got to be careful about that. A lot of they're pushing the deer with the dogs, so that's another thing you got to look at when you drive here. You don't need any more dogs get run over, or even you definitely don't want to hit a deer. It would make for a bad day, But you can see how wooded this is. I mean, this is logging country. So this is kind of twisty here. All right. I'm going to do by the time I get to this bend up here, I'm going to slow down to make the turn, and I'm going to kill this video. Hopefully I'll get some videos out to you one way or the other. Something's happening this week. I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going on the road. It'll be more likely paranormal activity we're going to be looking for, or I'll just be back down at the park and continue on all this insane activity that's happening here with the Bigfoot sightings coming in and out of the campsite. So thank you guys for subscribing. Don't forget to like, share, and the more people we can get to subscribe and watch this stuff, the better off. It helps us. You guys are supporting us, which we love. We really appreciate it. And anything that can help this in the museum to keep going, especially during these slow times. I mean, the museum's really sluggish. I mean, that's why I'm, barely keeping stocked in the museum. It's just I don't need money sitting on shelves that isn't going anywhere. But anything you can do is to support us. We can continue to travel and do these things. Hopefully, things change as far as this crazy year 2020. As we get out of this year, maybe the virus will slow down and we can start getting back in larger groups to do things and mixing things up, and even start doing some different things we had planned on doing here. The only good side, the flip side, which I don't know if it's really a good side, but it's forced us to do more of the YouTube channels. We're going to start doing TikTok now. We'll probably see if we can get that set up today. And we've got the podcast set up. We really haven't done much with it. I've got to get that going more. But this will be a perfect week for that. What we're using is a new app, Anchor, and I can actually use it on my phone, which is nice. So I can, if I just have some basic cell service, and I can actually be on the road and doing it. So we're going to try some of that to see how it works. And everything will be tied to each other, so hopefully it brings more and more people in, more like-minded people who love this stuff. And like I said, we're trying to get more and more people together. Right now, the only thing, we're not doing the ghost tours. I don't feel we can do those safely at this point. But at least doing the camping, the hiking and stuff, that we can keep our distance from each other. And that seems to be, so far, they've had no issues. Everything seems to be pretty safe there. So anyway, I can't shut the phone off yet because I can't let go of the tripod because this is too weavy of a road. All right, here I got a straightaway. So now I can say goodbye to you. All right, folks, take care. We appreciate you are watching us and supporting us, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.